Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown! This is the final SmackDown before this weekend's Evolution All Women's Premium Live Event. Tonight we come to you live from Santa Clara, California. Welcome to the show, folks. It's going to be an action-packed show as always. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to SmackDown. Let's waste no further time and get right into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. And we're kicking it off with some massive action here tonight in the Blue Brand and the Women's Division, because this is the final quarter-final matchup and the Queen of the Ring tournament, who is going to go on to face Liv Morgan in the SmackDown finals, the semi-finals at Evolution this weekend. Will it be this woman, a woman who's already defeated Liv Morgan before, and a former WWE Women's Champion who didn't have the best reign and wants to get a shot at being champion once again? Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, who is going to go on to face Liv Morgan at Evolution PLE this weekend in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament? Can Jade Cargill get back to winning ways and get a shot at the Women's Championship of the Royal Rumble, the prize for winning the Queen of the Ring tournament? It starts off the show live from Santa Clara, California. Don't go anywhere, folks. And let's take a look at the updated Queen of the Ring bracket. We know that Kairi Sane and Becky Lynch will be the semi-final match on the Raw side of things at Evolution this weekend. And Liv Morgan, who beat Dakota Kai last week, is going to face the winner of this one, Jade Cargill, against this woman, the inaugural Women's World Champion, originally from the Monday Night Raw brand, now residing on SmackDown and not have the best to run apart the Blue brand. But let's see if she can turn her luck around here tonight. It's none other than the legit boss, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks able to get the better of Natalya in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, whereas Jade Cargill was able to knock off Nia Jax in a huge feat of strength and power shown by Cargill. Going to be an awesome way to kick us off live tonight in Santa Clara, California. The final quarter-final round matchup of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Much like the King of the Ring tournament, Seth Rollins, the winner of that, get an opportunity at the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Who's going to get the opportunity for their brand's Women's Champion at the Royal Rumble? Will it be Jade or Sasha? We find out. But first and foremost, let's find out who's going to Evolution a battle Liv Morgan in the semi-finals. Here we go then. Referee ringing the bell. Matchup underway to kick us off on SmackDown. Collar and elbow tie from both these women starting strong here. Two former world champions. Sasha Banks, the inaugural Women's World Champion, winning it all the way back at WrestleMania, defeating Trish Stratus to become the first ever champ, and losing the gold to the man Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Jade Cargill winning the Women's Championship at SmackDown at SummerSlam against Asuka, but in her first defense of the gold in the SmackDown following the biggest party of the summer, lost it to the debuting Bianca Belair, who still remains our WWE Women's Champion here right now in this series. And that says episode 237, or I believe 238 rather, 238 of this series. 239 will be dark tomorrow, and then this weekend, episode 240 will be Evolution. But look at Jade, beautiful maneuvers there, and a massive knee right upside the top of the head of Banks. Really caught her there, but now Jade Cargill, another knee, this time Sasha able to move out of harm's way. And look at Sasha Banks runs and meeting her on a double knees there, caught her. Pinning predicament now, Sasha to go to Evolution, taking her one by Cargill. Two former champions, both women here, want to get an opportunity to get the spot on the Evolution card, apart the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. But whoever loses this matchup will be a part of an 8-woman gauntlet eliminator matchup. 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. The winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator gets the number 30 spot in the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. We'll find out who's going to get the win. Now but Sasha off the top of the meteor on Jade. Back into the cover now. Legacy hook, shoulders down. Sasha to advance to take on Liv and a kick out. We mentioned Jade Cargill defeating Liv Morgan before. She was able to do so to qualify and advance into Team SmackDown at Survivor Series, where Jade lost out to Becky Lynch in the final 2 of that matchup. But Sasha Banks, she's also defeated Liv Morgan before in Women's World Championship action back when she was the champion over on Monday Night Raw. Liv was also a part of the Red brand there as well. Now both these women are part of SmackDown. They could be going one-on-one on the SmackDown side of things. Two original Raw stars battling it out in the SmackDown finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament this weekend at Evolution. Look at Jade Cargill, big shots there upside the top of the head. Cargill now got backs up right where she wants her now. Beautiful superplex by Jade. Caught her there, ladies and gentlemen, in for the cover now. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. What's she doing here? Scoring 2, no. Man. You fall there. Jade Cargill almost got her with a superplex off the top. Sasha Banks runs in. Second time of the match running Meteora. Third time if you count the one from the top row. And now Sasha looking to fly, missing the mark with a springboard drop kick. Jade looking to take advantage. Big elbow from Banks, however. And now Sasha trying again. This time, connecting. Wheelbarrow bulldog off the springboard by Sasha Banks. The boss on fire, let it kick it off. But Jade gonna swirl away, knife edge chop, cut her in the chest. This is the first time ever battle, and it's a very interesting one to say the least. Jade Cargill, the powerful, dominant force of the SmackDown Women's Division, taking on Sasha Banks, the speedy, versatile, and technical performer. Looking to do battle here tonight, and just Sasha Banks almost taking out Jade, but now gonna take her out. Jade Cargill knocked to the outside of the ring. Of course, the Royal Rumble Premium Live event going up. Following Evolution 2 weeks after that is right now. Sasha Banks takes flight with a tope suicida through the middle rope there. Sasha Banks now going to send Jade back into the ring to put this one away. Sasha Banks springboarded in. Back into the ring and a clothesline on Cargill. Jumps over the top. Nice clothesline out the corner now with Sasha Banks. Middle rope crossbody. Cover. Once more Sasha Banks. They go to Evolution. A battle of Morgan here. There's only a one and a near fall from Jade Cargill. Kick it out pretty early on at one there. Went for a boot. Jade. Oh, there's a bit of round. The bicycle boot. Punt kick by Cargill. Cover. Leg hook. Shoulders down to go to Evolution. And the semi. The battle Morgan and a near fall. Banks able to power out at 2. My days, and you gotta imagine Liv Morgan is watching this one very closely to see who she will face this weekend at Evolution and the semi-finals and the SmackDown side of things. And the Queen of the Ring tournament is Jade. Comes off top, big flying clothesline back into the cover. They go to Evolution and battle Liv. Scoring 2 now. And another kick out by Banks. Sasha kicking out of everything that Jade Cargill has put her through here tonight. And now Jade picks up the vertical base. Nice kick there by Sasha Banks. Caught on the leg. Caught on the leg once more. Sasha Banks now. Colorable tie up. Irish whip. Sends her off the ropes. Dropped down now by Banks. Leapfrog by Banks. And now Sasha Banks. Look at this. Ground and pound. Nice shots connecting. Right upside the top of the head of Jade Cargill. And now Sasha Banks. What's she got in mind here? Irish whip. Gonna send her into the corner. Big smack to the face. Sasha Banks here. Got her where she wants her. Oh my lord, I've seen this before from the boss. We'll see it again. Double knees to the midsection. In the corner, the cover. Banks to go to Evolution. No, kick out by Cargill as the sold out crowd in Santa Clara, California. Chanting, this is awesome, and indeed it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sasha Banks bringing the fight to Jade Cargill tonight on SmackDown, your opening contest, episode 238 of the Sugar Smoke series. Sasha Banks now, big massive forearm, missing another one, and now Jade Cargill gonna launch her on the outside. Massive punch by Cargill. Sasha back to her vertical base, but she doesn't know where she is. Jade Cargill back in the ring, gonna fly, and a slingshot crossbody to the floor, taking out Banks at ringside now. Jade Cargill perched up on the top. Sasha Banks getting to her feet. Jade is right there, and Sasha's gonna stop in her trap. Big forearm, down she goes. Sasha Banks gonna pick Cargill up to her vertical base. What's Sasha looking for here? Big forearm, another big kick, down goes Jade. The grabber here is Sasha gonna Be able to punch her ticket. No, oh, what a spear! A spear by Cargill, almost cut her in half. And now Jade Cargill gonna put Sasha Banks away. Punch her ticket to Evolution and face Liv Morgan in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Got her up and got her down. Banks don't want to be there. There's Jaded by Cargill. The move that won her the gold. Will it get into the semis? Storming two on Banks. I kicked out at two. And Sasha Banks able to stay in it once more. It's not over yet. Live on SmackDown this evening. Jade Cargill doesn't know what the hell to do. She goes up top, big 5-star frog splash, cover leg is hook, shoulders down to go to Evolution. 2 count, no, still not over. Sasha Banks keeps kicking out of everything that Jade Cargill's thrown at her tonight. She can't believe her eyes, but look at that, Sasha Banks, shoulders down here. That's the 1 victory road again, the victory kick out by Cargill. My days, and look at Sasha Banks' big right hand now. Banks, oh my! Transitions now, and a back statement. Then have the one her world title, and she's gonna lock 10 tight. The talk on Cargill to go to Evolution in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. The battle of Morgan. Referee right now to see if Cargill will submit or pass out to the pain as she does. Sasha Banks go to the semi-finals of Queen of the Ring at Evolution this weekend. Banks with a locked in tight. Cargill nowhere to go. Center of the ring. Will she tap? This crowd going crazy in Santa Clara, California. And Jade Cargill somehow, someway able to survive. Hang on, pinning predicament now to get the win here to steal one. 2 count on Sasha. Then you're full once more. My God. And Jade a big boot again. Straight out of the back statement. Punt kick once more. Well, let's do it. Scoring 2. Not another kick out by Sasha Banks. My days. What an incredible battle tonight on SmackDown. Great way to kick us off tonight is Jade Cargill. Cokie is ever doing some push-ups. Sasha Banks saying, what the hell you think you're playing at? Jade catching her with a shot as Sasha's out in the apron. Sasha, big forearm. Banks coming back in now, clothesline by Sasha. Trying to get another flurry of offense coming in now. And a leg lariat by Banks now. Jade Cargill down and out, center of the ring in the drop zone. Sasha Banks looking to fly up high here. Beautiful frog splash off the top in tribute to Eddie Guerrero. Her hero, her idol. Look at the one here, the face loving a kick out by Cargill once more. Man, both these women are giving it everything they have tonight. But neither's able to get the one as Sasha off the apron. Big senton on the floor on Jade. And Jade Cargill going to get set back into the ring. Sasha Banks look to take advantage now. To go to the Queen of the Ring. Semi-finals to battle Liv Morgan. To try and get another opportunity at the WWE Women's title. Cargill in trouble and there's the moneymaker by Banks. Come on. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scoring 2. Sasha, no! Kick her again by Jade Cargill. And how the hell is Jade staying in this? Sasha Banks doesn't know what the hell to do and went for a cannibal senton off the bottom rope. But Jade able to move in the harm's way. No water on the pool for the boss. Turns around, doesn't want to be there. Sasha's in trouble. Second time of the match. The storm is coming for Sasha. Shady connecting once more. Beautiful pinning predicament now. Shoulders down on Banks. They go to Evolution in the semis. Scoring 2. And somehow Sasha kicks out again. You've got to be kidding me! What an incredible physical battle! Back and forth action. Neither of these women want to quit. Both want to go to the semi-finals. This can very well be the final in its own right. But it's all for the opportunity to go to the semi-finals. Live this weekend to face Liv Morgan. My God! Of course, the winner of this match will face Liv Morgan. The winner of that will face the winner of Kairi Sane and Becky Lynch, and that will be the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Incredible tournament it's been thus far, and will continue to keep being. As Shade fighting back from the offensive Banks now. Shoulders down, skill girl, Cargill to steal it. Jade to go to Evolution, took it on Sasha, kick out again. Sasha finds herself out of the corner. Jade almost getting the win right there. Big throat, big shoulder thrust there by Jade Cargill, boot by Banks, caught her in the midsection, and now Sasha Banks rolls through, victory roll submission here, no pinfall rather, to get the victory, scores 2, she got her, she stole it, Banks wins it, Sasha Banks just like that does it, catching Cargill off guard, and Sasha Banks is going to the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, to go one-on-one with Liv Morgan and Evolution. My God, what a matchup between Jade and Sasha tonight. These two have incredible chemistry, but Sasha Banks somehow getting the better of Jade Cargill on this occasion here this evening. What an incredible battle. And I'm really looking forward to the incredible battle we have in store for all of you at Evolution Premium Live event. Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks in the SmackDown semi-finals. Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane and the Raw semi-finals. The winner of both those matches will face each other, and that'll be your finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. But still to come tonight, it is your main event of the evening. It's the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes going one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. He is the number one contender for the WWE title. He battles the American Nightmare in your main event tonight. And a massive warm-up match before the Rumble. But coming up next, a mini number one contender in our Continental Championship tournament is getting us started as the first round matchup is a SummerSlam rematch. El Idolo Andrade, who is making his way to the ring right now, goes one-on-one with Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan. It comes your way right here, right now, live on SmackDown. These two men have incredible chemistry. The last time they faced off, of course, was SummerSlam. The biggest party of the summer where Andrade picked up the biggest win of his career here in this series, defeating Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan, at that event, and has the chance to do it for a second time here tonight live on the Blue Brand. Like I said, folks, it's the mini number one contenders tournament to become the next challenger for Chad Gable's Intercontinental Championship. Tonight we have Daniel Bryan versus Andrade. Next week we have a Clash of the Castle rematch, pitting the undeniable, unpredictable, badass Braun Breaker against the greatest of all time, John Cena. The winner of both go one-on-one. The winner of that is the next number one contender for Chad Gable and his Intercontinental title. Here is Mr. Money in the Bank, then of course winning it back in London at the Money in the Bank Premium Live event, and since has not even attempted to cash in. He's just being comfortable, and he might be on his way of being a double champion, maybe being the Intercontinental Champion, then could cash in and become the WWE Champion if he so desired. But of course, our WWE Champion undefeated, never been pinned, never been submitted, so Bryan not one to rush his cash in attempt against WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, who will defend his WWE title against that King of the Ring, Seth freaking Rollins, at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event in 2 weeks' time. Of course, Rollins in action in a Royal match, taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in your main event this evening. A massive matchup, first time ever clash, coming up later on tonight, but that's a massive rematch from SummerSlam as it's underway right now as Charles Robinson rings the bell. And we're off. Andrade now right to the races, going straight for Bryan. Picks him up to a vertical base here. Beautiful suplex, and we saw a tribute from Sasha Banks to Eddie Guerrero in the last match. We'll see Andrade do the exact same thing now. 1 and 2, and there's the 3 amigos by El Idolo. Taking down Bryan now in the middle of the ring. Big smack to the face, and a drop kick by Andrade. Looking good off the early stages of this one. Of course, Cena and Breaker in a rematch from Clash of the Castle coming up next week. And the next stage of this number one contenders mini Intercontinental title tournament, Bryan's big sit-out powerbomb. Cover now. Do only a 1 count on Andrade and new fall there. Good call from referee Charles Robinson, senior official, right there to call the pin, and now big time shot there. Bryan, nice kick. Big spinning forearm shot there by Bryan. And if Bryan gonna pick up Andrade to a vertical base here, what's Bryan got a 9? Springboard drop kick, caught him right in the chest there. May have busted El Idolo open. Cover here by Bryan, immediate kick out by Andrade. He's having absolutely none of it here tonight. Big kick, caught elbow right there on the top of the knee. And now here comes Andrade. Big spinning corkscrew suplex. Cover from Andrade now. Final cut to only a 1. Kick out by Bryan. This one rolls on. And Andrade is regained control. Bryan on the outside of the ring. Here comes El Idolo flying through the air. Tope Suicida now taking out Daniel Bryan. We mentioned that Sasha Banks paid tribute to Eddie Guerrero in the previous matchup. She won against Cargill. Andrade paid tribute to Eddie Guerrero in this matchup. Can he win here tonight in this one. Can he be victorious for the second time against Mr. Money in the Bank? And move one step forward to get another opportunity at the Intercontinental goal. Took down on Bryan, kick out of that springboard drop kick by Lidalo. Stop moving it the way. Overhand shot missing the mark. Bryan now trying to best to fight back. Andrade's been dominating this matchup for the majority of it. Is Bryan going to take him down? Big massive clothesline. And now here comes Daniel Bryan. Just like that, looking to take advantage and going to do what he does best. Lock Andrade in a submission here. Got him with a Ramiro special. Mr. Money in the Bank got him locked in here. And look at Bryan. Straight into a submission. Dragon Sleeper. Andrade in trouble. Nowhere to go. Sit in the ring. All tied up here. Bryan got him exactly where he wants him to get his win back from SummerSlam and move one step closer to getting an opportunity at the Intercontinental title. Both these men have had shots at the IC Gold. Andrade getting his first shot back at the No Way Out Premium Live event at the start of the series against inaugural champ Shinsuke Nakamura, and Daniel Bryan getting a shot against Nakamura at WrestleMania. Both in losing efforts. And then Andrade getting another shot at former Intercontinental Champion Pete Dunne as well, when the Bruiserweight was the champion. But now that Chad Gable is champ, will Andrade get a third opportunity? Will the third be the champ by Lidalo? Or will Bryan put down Andrade tonight? But you never know. Because Breakker or Cena may get the shot, depending on what happens in that matchup. And look at Andrade here, split-legged moonsault. That was incredible. Thing of beauty by Lidalo, who covers, scoring 2 on Bryan on the new fall. My days, Andrade, really impressive tonight, and he's going to keep up that impressive nature. There's the cartwheel into the Pele kick by Andrade. Here's the cover now, hook in the leg, shoulders down on Bryan, scoring only a 1 that time, and a kick out by D-Bryan. Mr. Money in the Bank though, clearly had a lot of trouble here from Andrade, who is all over Mr. Money in the Bank here in this one. Here comes Andrade. Slingshot caught through crossbody. Taking down Bryan on the outside. Here in front of us at ringside. And a drop kick right in the chest now by Andrade. On the outside now, Bryan. Big knee fighting back. You know what's Daniel Bryan thinking about here? Oh, big combination offense. Elbow there. Kick and a knee right in the face of Andrade. And Bryan's heading back into the ring. Andrade right there. And Andrade telling Bryan to bring it. That's exactly what he's going to do. Totally caught Halo on the floor now by Bryan. Taking flight. That's exactly what Bryan is made for here in this one. Going to send Lidalo back into the ring now. Springboards in. Went for a frog splash. Andrade moving out of harm's way. And Andrade looks to take advantage now. Gonna try to take advantage of the distraction now, but Daniel Bryan though catching him off guard with that kick, and Andrade too busy showboating, too busy taunting, and Bryan looking to take advantage with that big boot to the face. Nothing fancy, but it damn sure is effective, and now Bryan in the corner looking to put this away, get his win back on Lidalo, and move one step closer to get an IC title opportunity. Running knee by Bryan out the corner. Hook in the leg now, shoulders down on Andrade, he's going to an ear fall. Kick out by Lidalo. My lord. And now Daniel Bryan out the corner. Moonsault there by Bryan. Moonsault by Bryan there. And what's Bryan got in mind? He's looking at slingshot crossbody in the outside now on Andrade. And just like that, it's rapidly Daniel Bryan that's taking control of this battle here tonight. On SmackDown from Santa Clara, California. Big springboard frog splash to the lower back of Andrade. Into the cover now, hooking the leg, shoulders down, scoring 2. Kick it again by Lidalo. My days, Bryan can't get a shot at the Intercontinental title if Andrade keeps powering out of everything he's put him through. Look at Andrade now, and the message by Andrade. Here's the cover, will he win it here? Scoring 2, no, not just yet. Kick out by Bryan. My God. Andrade almost had him there, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not to be. Not just yet, but there's that big boot into the elbow strike. Can Andrade do it now? Second straight win over Bryan. Perhaps no, another near fall. Bryan very enthusiastically getting that shoulder off the canvas, and this one rolls on tonight in Santa Clara, California on the Blue Brand. Episode 238 of this Universe Mode series. Very dynamic moveset and moves shown by Andrade tonight. All for the opportunity to get a shot there on Continental title for the third time in this series for Elite Alone. O'Brien catches him there with a kick, trying to create some separation. Now it's D. Bryan running in, clothesline by Bryan. Second one finds its mark on Andrade, catching that boot, and Andrade gets swept now by Bryan. And now here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, trying to get another flurry of offense, getting his comeback in, hitting a second gear and a diving headbutt off the top rope. Covered by Bryan now to advance in the mini tournament, scoring 2 on a little on in your fall. You gotta imagine John Cena and Braun Breaker watching this one backstage or at home, wherever they are tonight, because they will face, whoever wins that match will face the winner of this match in the finals of the #1 contender in the Continental title mini tournament. Of course, the winner getting the opportunity at Gable for the Intercontinental title. But look at Andrade here, gonna lock down Bryan again, and there's La Sombra. Hammerlock DDT to beat Bryan for the second time in this series. 2 count, kicked out by Bryan again. And we mentioned Breaker and Cena will be watching this one, but what about our Intercontinental champion Chad Gable, who last week put in an incredible performance in a triple threat match against Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler to retain an Intercontinental title. He's going to be watching this one with a massive smear on his face as both these men are ripping each other apart, all for the opportunity of getting a shot at that Intercontinental title. Bryan now going to send Andrade in the corner. What is D. Bryan thinking right here, folks? Going to drop him down and send him to the outside of the ring in a heap. And now Daniel Bryan off the apron, big massive senton now right in front of us. Bryan dominating Elite Alone, gonna pick him up now. Gonna send them back into the ring here. Here goes Bryan, going to where he wants some submission. Yes, lock, lock, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's locked down tight, nowhere for Andrade to go except out. He gets the rope, the big long legs of Andrade. Able to touch the rope. Bryan not happy with the official there, but cover. Andrade looking to steal one inside. Cradle small package. 2 good on D. Bryan kicked out, almost scared a win for the second time against Bryan in this series. Andrade so close to getting it done. Big smack to the face. The drop kick now by Elite Alone. Man, what a battle tonight. But Bryan back to a vertical base. Kick to the leg, and now the yes kicks by Bryan. Right in the chest of Andrade. Letting him up, looking to get his win back and one step closer to become a #1 contender for the IC Gold. Bryan caught him right there. Andrade nowhere to go. He could be out of it. Second time now, look right back in. Of the labello. Andrade in trouble. And he has no choice but to tap out straight away. Daniel Bryan gets his win back over Elite Alone tonight. And he is going to the finals of the mini #1 contenders Intercontinental Championship tournament to face the winner of a rematch between Braun Breaker and John Cena, which is coming your way right here next week live on SmackDown. Gonna be an awesome one there, folks. Following Evolution Premium Live event this weekend. Massive win for Bryan. He's been wanting that win for months. Back against Andrade. He gets it tonight. These men have had 3 matches. Bryan beat Andrade to qualifier in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He won that one. He lost to Andrade at SummerSlam, and now he beats him tonight in the first round of the mini #1 contenders Intercontinental Championship tournament. Great match tonight live on the blue brand. But coming up next, your ultimate contest of the evening, the WWE Women's Champion Bianca Belair is set for a warm-up match as she will defend her WWE Women's title against Charlotte Flair, the Queen in singles competition in the main event of Evolution this weekend. She goes one-on-one with the irresistible force Nia Jax in non-title action. It comes your way right here, right now live on SmackDown from Santa Clara, California, as the EST makes her way to the ring.
Making her way to the ring from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Belair has lost to the Queen Charlotte Flair. Her first singles loss in this series on the SmackDown brand. Will she suffer another one tonight, or will she build momentum against the Queen this weekend in Evolution? We find out next. It's Belair, Rich Jax. It's next when we come back on SmackDown. And here comes the irresistible force, Nia Jax then, ladies and gentlemen. Nia has been on quite the losing streak as of late. Not really picked up a lot of wins here in this series at all. Ever ever recent. I believe her last win might have been against Natalia on a random episode of WWE Dirt, but that was quite a damn while ago. She has lost to the likes of Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, Dakota Kai, and now Jade Cargill in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Now tonight goes one-on-one by the champ in non-title action to win here, but maybe make it a triple threat. At Evolution, we know Charlotte Flair doesn't want that because she beat Bianca Belair one-on-one a few weeks ago on SmackDown in a non-title match. She got herself an opportunity at the title Clash of the Castle and issued an open challenge for a warm-up match and was answered by the debuting Io Sky, who made her first appearance on the Blue brand, who ended up winning that matchup against Flair, making it a triple threat at Clash of the Castle, which Belair won, pinning Sky in that one. And last week, Charlotte Flair earned the opportunity in a singles match against Belair at Evolution, beating Io Sky one-on-one last week in the opening contest of the Blue brand. But now tonight, it's Nia Jax, it's Bianca Belair, non-title action, warm-up for Bianca, ahead of her match against Charlotte at Evolution in the main event this weekend. Now here we go then. Matchup is underway, Charles Robinson observing here. And this one, your penultimate contest, Bianca off the rope, looking for that big time splash as Nia gets the knees up. Not going to allow that to happen. Nia Jax now going to use her strength and power against Belair in this one. But Belair, used to using her strength, used to using her power here in this series, but not going to be used too much here tonight. As look at this here. Jesus, God almighty, Nia Jax now. Sitting out, just waiting for Bianca to get back into the ring. She's used to use her strength, her power as Bianca, but against Nia Jax, she might be unmatched here, but Bianca gonna yank Nia off the middle rope, gonna go up herself, and a Bianca crossbody off the middle rope now, taking out Nia Jax. Big stomp there by Bianca, stomping right on the back of the head. Bianca Belair stomp after stomp, elbow drop moving out of the way. As the irresistible force, however, Nia Jax runs back in, nice shot, Bianca counters headbutt to the massive skull, and Nia in a clothesline, down she goes. Big stomp there, big shots by Bianca Belair, and now what is the EST thinking here? Nia Jax retreating, going to the outside of the ring. Bianca Belair looking to fly here and take out the irresistible force from the outside of the ring. Here comes Bianca. Can she do it? Yes, she can! Of course the EST got this. Beautiful toe break on Halo over the top rope by the fastest, the strongest, the roughest, the toughest, the best, the EST of the WWE as Nia Jax gets sent back into the ring as this one rolls on. And Bianca Belair still in control here, picking up the irresistible force into a deadlift. Set out powerbomb! Oh, Nia, this may do it. Scoring 2 here, near fall. Kick out by Nia Jax in this one. Still not to be, but Bianca Belair elbow drop once more off the ropes. And now going to connect with a splash this time. Didn't get it out there. Gets it this time. Cover. 2 going on Nia. Another kick out by Jax. Jax ain't going to sit down just like that as Bianca go for the splash again. Nia this time with the knees up once more. Bianca can only hit that once as now Nia Jax battling back here. Alabama slam by Jax. My God, the elevation on that, and look at that. Big stomp right to the leg now of Bianca Belair. Nia Jax middle rope looking to fly. Massive splash there by Jax off the middle rope. Cover. Nia to get a massive upset to pin the WWE Women's Champion. A very lazy kick out, very weak kick out by Belair. Nia Jax may have her where she wants them, you gotta imagine. The #1 contender, Charlotte Flair, is watching this one on very closely. Let's see how Belair does against her warm-up tonight. But look at Belair, standing shooting star press kick out by Nia. I wouldn't really say Nia is much of a warm-up. Nia Jax is a punishment. You want to wrestle her, you best believe you're in for a massive ordeal of pain and punishment. But Bianca Belair certainly holding her own against the irresistible force, almost defeating Jax. Now heading up to the top to try and defeat her in this one here, but elbow drop moving out of the way. And then Nia Jax taking advantage now, second time picking up Belair into the Alabama slam. Down she goes, and now look at Nia, leg drop right on her throat of Bianca Belair. Not done by a long shot as Nia Jax, however. Irish whip sends her into the corner. Nia put Bianca Belair away. and give Bianca her second singles pinfall loss on the SmackDown brand, her third total. A part of the blue brand. Nia down with the Annihilator on Belair. Cover now, shoulders down, scoring two. Oh, Bianca's able to push her off. Bianca able to stay in it. This one rolling on live on SmackDown, but Nia Jax knocked down by a long shot, heading up to the tippy top rope. Elbow drop off the top by Nia. Not often do we see her up there. Won't you get the one with the unorthodox offense? And there's a kicker again by the EST. The WWE Women's Champion has that never say die attitude, and it continues to live on tonight in this one. Against the irresistible force, Nia Jax and Belair now fighting back. Clothesline after clothesline after clothesline by Bianca Belair. Nia Jax now retreating into the corner. Here comes Bianca. Sets her up now. I've seen this before from Belair. Middle rope pop up. Spanish fly. Cover. Bianca for the win. Leg hook, shoulder down on Jax. 2 count connecting. Kick her again by Nia. Wow, man. What a battle. Physical matchup tonight is Bianca Belair now. Gonna transition through and out face first goes Nia Jax. Big shot there from Belair up the Glam Slam-esque maneuver, and it's another near fall. Nia Jax still in it, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal scenes tonight. And now Bianca Belair. She got in mind here, Bianca. Got her where she wants her. Beautiful super kick there. And now Bianca Belair here. The Shining Star Press. Handspring into the moonsault. Center of the ring. 2 count. Nia still in it once more. Very powerful kick out from the irresistible force. Nia Jax as Bianca trying to pick her up the vertical base. Nia caught her on the midsection, however. And then there's Nia Jax just running right through her. And then back into the legs drop. Right across the throat of the WWE Women's Champion. Back into the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Nia for a massive one against the champ. 2 count, kick out by Belair. Belair ain't done yet as Nia Jax stayed on the offensive. Stayed on her opponent. Sent her off the apron on the floor. Catching Belair on the back there. Hello, it's Nia. Back into the ring goes Bianca Belair. Elbow drop to the lower back now. And an elbow drop to the chest. Nia Jax. That's Bianca exactly where she wants. Bianca with a spear. Bianca with a massive spear. Nia Jax coming up lippy. Gets picked up. Look at the strength of the champ. And the EST plants her with a K.O.D. That could be all she wrote. Cover on Nia. Leg hook, shoulders down. 2 count. No, not over yet. My Lord Almighty, man. Bianca almost had her. Top rope now. Bianca Belair, elbow went for it again. Second 10, she's went for the elbow. Nia Jax able to move in the harm's way now, picking up Bianca. And a massive powerbomb by Jax. Cover, stacks him up, jackknife pin. 2 count on the yes, Tina kicker again by Bianca Belair. Somehow finds herself in a corner. Nia Jax not sure how to put away the WWE Women's Champion. And this penultimate contest of the evening is Charlotte Flair. They'll be licking her chops as Belair has certainly suffered a lot of damage and punishment in this matchup, but she's still continuing to fight and muscling up the irresistible force and yet another K.O.D. Second K of the match, but she's not done yet, not by a long shot. We're going to send the message to Charlotte Flair here. And another K.O.D. Third K of the match. And a penny predicament now. 2 count on Nia gets the win. Bianca Belair is ready for the Queen Charlotte Flair in singles competition this weekend at Evolution. 1-on-1 for the WWE Women's Championship of the World. My God. A massive match, incredible battle between these two incredible stars of the women's division, but Bianca Belair proven to be that much more incredible as she is the champion. She has proved why she belongs here at the top of the SmackDown brand, the top of the women's division, as your champion. Can't wait for the Evolution main event. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, WWE Women's title on the line, live in Seattle. this weekend. But a great matchup here tonight in your penultimate contest of the evening from Santa Clara, California, live on SmackDown. But let's take a look at what we in store for all of you here this weekend at Evolution. Is kicking off the show at the All Women's PLE in Seattle. The NXT Women's title on the line. It's number one contender Lyra Valkyria battle the champ, Rhea Bloody Ripley. And then following that contest and the Raw side of things in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, former Women's World Champion the man Becky Lynch battles the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, one-on-one in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Then on the SmackDown side of things, the Queen of the Ring tournament, we found out earlier on tonight who Liv Morgan will be facing. And it's the inaugural Women's World Champion, a woman that's beat her multiple times, the legit boss, Sasha Banks. That's SmackDown semi-finals. Then following that, 8-woman Gauntlet Eliminator match. The winner gets the number 30 spot in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Jade Cargill, Nia Jax, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky represent SmackDown, whereas Bayley, Naomi, Michin, and Asuka represent Monday Night Raw. Following that, the Women's World title of Raw on the line as Alexa Bliss puts the gold up against legendary superstar Trish Stratus and their second outing here in this series. Trish winning the first one. Can Bliss tie it up with a title on the line? We will find out. And then in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, the winner of Kairi and Becky battles the winner of Liv and Sasha. The winner of that becomes Queen of the Ring. The winner getting a shot at the Royal Rumble at their brand champion. And then finally in the main event, we just mentioned it, the WWE Women's title on the line. One-on-one battle. The Queen Charlotte Flair battling the EST for the gold. It's Charlotte, it's Bianca at Evolution live in Seattle this weekend. But right now we're still here on SmackDown. It's time for the main event as the number one contender and King of the Ring, WWE Champion contender Seth freaking Rollins battles the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Here in your main event, first time ever clash coming up live here tonight on SmackDown from Santa Clara, California. Here we go. Here we go, man. There you see the card for Evolution. Going to be an awesome weekend of action this coming weekend. First ever Women's PLE is going to be off the charts. Live in Seattle, you don't want to miss a second of the action, so turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the notification that show is live.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
As the crowd chants, whoa, and the pyro's going off the roof. Here comes the sole survivor for Team SmackDown at Survivor Series, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And you gotta imagine Rhodes would have been in line for an opportunity at the championship for being sole survivor, but he had to earn it like everybody else in a triple threat following Survivor Series, which Roman Reigns was able to win in a triple threat also involving fellow Survivor Series team member Adam Cole. The other one was Seth Rollins, but of course Seth getting his shot at the Rumble after winning the King of the Ring tournament. So this is the first time ever matchup. We didn't even see this in the King of the Ring tournament between Seth and Cody. It was Finn Balor defeating Cody Rhodes in the quarterfinals. Then Seth went on to beat Finn in the semi-finals before going on to beat AJ Styles in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, Roman Reigns got a shot at Clash of the Castle against Drew McIntyre, came up short in Glasgow. Drew retaining the gold in home soil. But tonight it's about the American Nightmare and the Visionary. One-on-one tonight. The McIntyre going to be watching this one very closely as the number one contender, the King of the Ring, is in action for the first time before his matchup of the Rumble against McIntyre for the gold. Here he comes, the Visionary, the Revolutionary. It's Seth freaking Rollins to main event against the American Nightmare live in Santa Clara, California on the Blue Brand here tonight on SmackDown.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth
Here he is then, Seth freaking Rollins. Not seen him in a couple of weeks. I believe the last time we saw him was actually Survivor Series, but he's back here tonight, resting his wound, nursing a few injuries after winning the King of the Ring tournament and putting in a great performance at Survivor Series, where he was actually eliminated by AJ Styles, who got a measure of revenge after losing to Seth in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Seth in his entire King of the Ring journey in the first round defeated John Cena, second round defeated Braun Breaker, semi-finals defeated Finn Balor, and of course defeating AJ Styles in the finals tonight. First time ever encounter between him and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, set to main event this edition of SmackDown live from Santa Clara, California, here tonight live on the Blue Brand, episode 238 of Universe Mode. Here we go. Gonna be an awesome one. This crowd is red hot, and so am I. Let's get into it. Referee Charles Robinson ringing the bell. Matchup is underway. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins going back and forth off the opening stages of this physical battle tonight. Big massive shots from the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Got on waistlock there. Cody gonna pick him up to a vertical base here. Look at Cody Rhodes there. My God, Cody able to take down Seth freaking Rollins. Big overhand shot by the American Nightmare. Rolls through Seth. Beautiful knee strike connecting. Able to find his mark. Big overhand shot from Seth freaking Rollins. Got him against the ropes now. As this is a first time ever battle tonight. Let's see how the Soul Survivor and the King of the Ring do, and this one is McIntyre going to be watching him very closely to see how his Royal Rumble opponent is doing in this one. You got to imagine as well, if Cody can beat Rollins tonight, maybe he's added to the match, making it a triple threat of the Rumble. That'll be an awesome matchup. Of course, Cody had an opportunity at McIntyre for the WWE title back in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions Premium Live event back in March. Came up short on that night. Let's see if he can get another opportunity, maybe beating King of the Ring. Seth freaking Rollins could do wonders to put him back in title contention. Cody Rhodes even needs a reason to be in title contention. He is the American Nightmare. He was the sole survivor for Team SmackDown. Gave SmackDown the win at Survivor Series against Monday Night Raw and awarded SmackDown the number 30 spot in the Men's Royal Rumble match. So whoever number 30 is, whether they're an active member of the SmackDown roster, whether they're a new star debuting, they will be on SmackDown nonetheless. As right now we get back to this main event at hand. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, physical battle in the main event. Here is Cody gonna drop Seth freaking Rollins, tippy top rope with a hurricane run off the top. Beautifully done by Cody. Cover here to put down King of the Ring Rollins. 2 count on Seth, a near fall. Kicked out by the Visionary. And a look at the American Nightmare who grounded pound. Big forearms there by Seth freaking Rollins, however. Gonna drop him right there where he stands. Rollins now. Oh man, big spinning forearm shot. And now Seth freaking Rollins off the ropes here. Big massive knee right upside the top of the head of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Now Seth freaking Rollins, big shots, overhand shots now by Seth freaking Rollins. And now face first goes the American Nightmare. I believe he's seen colour, been busted open in this battle. Will this be it for Cody in a kick out? Evolution this weekend, gonna be an awesome event. But of course, the action gonna keep on coming on Monday Night Raw, on NXT, on SmackDown. We're building up to Royal Rumble Premium Live event following Evolution as well. So close to the road to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes now shades of his brother Dustin. Big spinning corkscrew suplex. The final cut, as Dustin likes to call it, formerly known as Gold Dust, of course. Connecting on Seth, scored only a 2 count there that time. As Cody picks up Rollins, big shot in the midsection by Seth freaking Rollins. However, Seth went for a shot there. Cody got with an elbow and a knee there by Rollins. And now Seth Rollins on fire, man. Certainly on fire tonight in this one. And look at that, flying and crossbody off the springboard. Cover by Seth. Cover on the American Nightmare. 2 count kick out by Rhodes. McIntyre got to be licking his chops. Got to be smiling in the back or at home. Maybe he's still in Scotland following Clash of the Castle. We did see him last week here on SmackDown battling the Bruiserweight peaked on a United Kingdom clash. But Cody with a double jump Cody cutter on Seth. Center of the ring for a massive win against the King of the Ring and a kick out by Seth. But look at that running, flipping neck breaker that seated Rollins. It's Cody Rhodes now trying to take advantage in this massive matchup here tonight on SmackDown. Massive main event. Cody Rhodes now perhaps looking to fly. Seth on the outside. Here comes the American Nightmare. Tope! Crossbody taking out Rollins on the outside now. And that's crucial main event here on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes now gonna bring Seth freaking Rollins back into the squared circle. Rollins down and out. Cody looking to come back into the ring. And a big away. Springboard set. Beautiful drop kick right upside the top of the head. Covered by Cody. Leg is hook, shoulders down. 2 count on Rollins. Near fall, staying alive. Big battle tonight. Went for a kick. Rollins moving out the way that time. Big shot blocked. Seth Rollins, nice shot of his own. Look at Seth. Big kicks, big strikes. Seth Rollins fighting against the American Nightmare, and Seth Neckbreaker turns it into a Dream Crusher. Massive forearm in the back of the head of the American Nightmare. Now looking to send him into the corner here. Rollins to put away the American Nightmare ahead of his world title showdown against McIntyre at the Royal Rumble PLE. Buckle bomb by Seth. Cover on Cody. Leg is hook, shoulders down. 2 count the kick out by the American Nightmare. What a battle tonight on SmackDown as Rollins heads high, back up to the top rope now. Phoenix splash on Cody. Dang a beauty. Cover. 2 count. Kick out again by Rhodes. What a matchup. My God, ladies and gentlemen. You think this one's good? Just you wait till you get a load of the action this weekend at Evolution. And the following weeks they come on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT as Cody out of nowhere nails the crossroads. Cover on Seth for a massive win against the kick, and they're going to kick out by Rollins. Now that's one rolls on. Unbelievable scenes today on SmackDown. But coming your way next week on SmackDown, we already know some things that are going down. Let me let you know. Braun Breaker, John Cena one-on-one. We know that. The winner goes one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Well, the winner of that takes on Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. And now Seth Rollins off the comeback, top rope frog splash. Got a flurry of offenses. Seth cover here on Cody for the win here. To assert dominance again ahead of his match with McIntyre, but Cody able to power out once more. But speaking of Chad Gable, we know that he's ready to get a warm-up for his Intercontinental title showdown against either Daniel Bryan, John Cena, or Braun Breaker. He might not be Intercontinental Champion by the time that is done. Rollins hit the stop. 2 count on Cody. The kick out again by Rose. A physical battle. Trying to tell you what's going down next week in these two. Just putting on a blinder, but they're 2 of the best in the game. So you can't be that surprised. Unbelievable. As Cody runs in, went for a clothesline. Rollins big elbow by Cody Rhodes. Cody now. Caught him. Get to the midsection. Hooks the arms. Pedigree by the American Nightmare connecting. Both men down. Crucial part of the match. Can he take advantage here? As Chad Gable next week is going to be defending his Intercontinental Championship against main event Jey Uso. Will Gable even be the champion before the mini #1 contender tournament is done? We're going to have to wait and see. But Cody, second time of the match, nails the crossroads on Seth. Scoring 2. And a kick out by Rollins as this one rolls on. What a matchup tonight on SmackDown. Incredible action. We're also going to see some women's action, which will tie into what we'll see at Evolution. So depending on what happens, we don't know yet, but we know women's action going down next week live on SmackDown as Rollins hits the suplex and Falcon Arrow combination. Scoring 2 on Cody Rhodes, and a kick out again by the American Nightmare. That's fantastic showdown between Soul Survivor of SmackDown and the King of the Ring winner. As Rollins now gets hit with a bulldog. Cody Rhodes flies in. Disaster kick on Seth. And finally going down next week live on the Blue Brand right here on SmackDown. We're going to find out the next #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team titles. Who will face Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event for the gold, as Gallows and Anderson return to action to take on the reunited Hardy Boys. That's right, Jeff Hardy alongside brother Matt. Matt now going to be on the SmackDown brand. They're taking on Gallows and Anderson. Winner gets the Rumble opportunity against the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly for the tag titles at the Rumble. But back and forth action here live in this match. All that, so much more next week on SmackDown. As we've got a slow fest on hand tonight. Hulky fight between Rhodes and Rollins in this main event live in Santa Clara, California. Cody Rhodes getting the better of Seth there off the Hulky fight exchange. But both men groggy. Both men worse for wear. Who's going to take advantage? Who's going to get the upper hand? Who can capitalize here off the opportunity? It's Cody Rhodes inside cradle. Small package. Down goes Seth. Shoulders down here. Turn down on Rollins and a kick out by Seth. The King of the Ring winner's in trouble here. As Cody almost had the win right there. Cody now, looking to fly. Cody cut off the middle rope. Will he get him now? He's already hit 2 crossroads, 2 golden corners, and a pedigree and all that. It's still not enough to put down Seth freaking Rollins. What an incredible battle today. What is it gonna take, ladies and gentlemen? Cody Rhodes' big massive shot. Once again is Cody. No, Rollins needed a midsection. And now look at Seth. Oh, went for a schoolboy, but the rope saving him there, man. Holy hell, now in the corner. This is where Seth wants Cody. Oh, wait a minute, Cody. Big shot there, but now it's Cody. Gonna put Seth there. Cody Rhodes, what the hell's he thinking here? We saw him do a hurricane run earlier on. And now we'll see him do a delayed middle rope vertical superplex off the top, connecting and a visionary. The King of the Ring winner in agony here. Is Drew McIntyre going to be watching with a massive smirk on that Scottish face of his? Cody Rhodes now, flying top rope. Oh, the springboard crossbody to the outside by Cody. Can Cody knock off the King of the Ring here? It certainly looks very likely, as Cody has been dominating. Cody Rhodes, massive knee to the back of the visionary now. Looking to fly in. No, missing the mark, and that might be a crucial mistake. Schoolboy once again and again the rope, saving the American Nightmare there. All Rollins wants is to try and get the win by the skin of his teeth, to eke out a win any means necessary tonight in the main event. Rollins, clothesline. I believe Cody was looking for a third crossroads. Rollins not allowing it to happen. And look at Seth, a second stomp connecting on the American Nightmare. Here's the cover now. Leg is hooked, shoulders down on Cody. Score red 2 in the King. No, Cody kicks out again. Cody kicks out again. You've got to be kidding me. What a matchup tonight. But Seth to send the message to McIntyre to make a statement, and there's a third stomp. Down goes Cody. The Crimson Mask slams to the mat. The cover. The 2 count. The win for the King of the Ring. And the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. Seth freaking Rollins. My God, what a battle tonight. First time ever matchup in this series between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and I'll tell you folks, it did not disappoint one bit. I'm looking forward to Rollins and McIntyre for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. Will McIntyre's undefeated streak finally be broken by the King of the Ring? Seth Rollins, we're going to have to wait and see. He's lost to McIntyre before. Can he get his win back in the Rumble, be the first man to pin or submit the shoulders, or make McIntyre top of the Rumble and reclaim the WWE title? We're going to have so wait and see. But what a match and what a show it's been, folks. That's all we have time for, ladies and gentlemen, live from SmackDown in Santa Clara, California. Join us tomorrow for another action-packed edition of WWE Dark. We'll see you then. Until then, though, folks, take it easy, take care, and peace.